Lions and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon. Alongside Charles Davis. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 92 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Akeem Hicks. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And here's Trenton Gill now. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. There's Chris Olave. The Panthers had 10-3 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. And they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield now, Lawrence. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On first down, Lawrence. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll have very good starting field. The first points of the ball game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Lawrence's throw taken in here by Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now Lawrence on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Lawrence going to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 24, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, this from 37. McPherson's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense, because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. McPherson's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Desmond Ridder and his offensive mates ready to take over again. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And we'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ridder for the 3rd time. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
This is Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll set up to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Olave holds it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he
bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To throw again on second down. Lawrence taking in left side. It's Wilson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Again, it's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Panthers will get the football back. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Lawrence. Slant pass complete to Olave. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin things in the Hoosier State. A couple of dome teams going at it. Indianapolis hosting.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back over the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And a completion to Wilson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a give to Barkley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Lawrence. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught by Watkins. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a backup.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin with a run by Barkley. Looking for a... He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Lawrence on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Lawrence will throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw here. Over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
And that CD, another sack for a young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon. And the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to go down again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for it all. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 27 yards.
And the Lions are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Odafe Owe from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Fielded at the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's brought down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
Still first down.
He'll drop to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Second and 9 now. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Higbee complete right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 58 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff to Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So that, not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive,
it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So now the Lions down by 15. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up and overcome it.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Panthers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.